All right, so are you okay? Great. So if you could really get close on the ear, Alex. So you'll notice that there might be a little blood stuck on the ear. I'm going to move this back. I prefer 3, number 3 here. And then I pull this back just to make sure that it's loaded. And then if I essentially, I'm going to push this button. I will tend to go from the opposite ear of the side I'm sitting on. So I'll take this one. It allows me to kind of cover her head a little bit, grab her ear, and remember the blood vessels are in the tip of the ear, so that's where you're probably going to get the best shot at getting blood. What I do is I'll put my thumb kind of behind her ear so that it stops, and she's a very patient cat, so she'll hopefully let you do this. She might kind of move her head away, and that's just her being Abby. So then what I'll do is I will use my thumb to kind of make a backstop and then push the button. And then hopefully, and then I'll kind of like popping a pill packet, you'll see that the blood is there. And then I'll touch it. Remember those 2 little tabs? And then I'll touch it, and then it beeped. And then here is the reading, 185. So 185 will end up giving her 1.85 if we can. I'll go down probably to 1.5 for the insulin. Remember, bump the decimal place over 2. And then she's looking for the food. Food delivery is here, so she gets that food. Thank goodness she's so food motivated. Remember, needle with this little cover on it. We'll pull this, and then I'll move so that the septum, I'll put it in there. Oh, also shake it up. Just a small shake. Kind of invert if you can. But I'll put the septum in, or the needle in the septum. Then I'll push to get rid of that air. And then I tend to pull back twice to essentially like make sure that the inside of the needle is, or the inside of the thing is, you know, full of insulin. And so I said 1.85 if I can. I'll go to, oh, she might, I'll go to 1.5. So that's roughly where I'm at or so. And so 1.5, you can kind of see there.
Hold on, I'm trying to get it to focus.
Okay, oh, here. 1.5, and then make sure she's still eating. She likes to run away. And then I'll grab her haunch here, her front, and then poke her, push it in. And that's roughly how we give Abby her shot. And then if she wants to run away, now she can run away. Figgy will probably come upstairs and finish this off once she goes away. I'm gonna keep her here though, because she hasn't eaten like hardly any of this, so I want to make sure that she actually gets it. Then I cover everything. Be careful when you're covering the needle, because sometimes you can push it on the side. Like if you catch it on the side and you're pushing it down, it might get you. This goes back into, hey, she is not happy. This goes into the sharps container that we've left out by all of the insulin stuff, and there she goes. And we'll take this out, and then this goes back in here. This goes back in here. And then to remove this, I'll take this out first. It's easier. And then here's the top, like we kind of discussed earlier. So I'll put it kind of like a hat and then just push it down a little bit. And so now it's a little hat. This also goes in the sharps container. And then I'll put this back on. And
We
then,
usually put all three, including the test strip, in the sharps container because it doesn't matter. So
yes, that's true. Thanks,
you don't have
Alex.
to dispose it anywhere specific.
Yeah. So it's a lot easier that way. This goes back in the plastic bag that we've probably had this plastic bag for several years. But whatever. And then this goes back in the fridge next to the Kewpie mayo. Then because she didn't eat a whole lot, I'm actually gonna go follow her. Her favorite spot after she eats breakfast is in my office. So to the right, the door to the right, you'll see that she'll go in there. There's a heated bed, or possibly over by my, on the other side of my desk. So if she hides, she may hide in the bedroom, under the bed, possibly. So I would look those two places first. She usually is on this floor somewhere, because she doesn't really go downstairs ever. It's not that she can't, it's just that she doesn't like to. So, other than that, I think that's it.
Yep.
Yeah.
For notes on the food, we usually do 60 grams for each bowl. There's a digital scale down there.
And here comes Figgy, and he's looking to poach the food.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go put this over by Abby so he doesn't eat all of it.
Yep. And then so for the food, go do that. So for the food, we usually do 60 grams. We usually do 60 grams.
Don't worry about it then.
Sorry, and then if you need to open a new can, it's usually good to stir it up. If the can's coming out of the fridge, we usually throw it in the microwave for about 20 seconds and then stir it after that. That just kind of gets it almost to room temperature so that the cats kind of go after it a little bit more. If there's a little bit of leftover food in the can, not enough to dish out to both, I find it's easier to open a new can, dish out the new can, and then put the remainders of the first can back into the newly opened one, and that kind of keeps the cycle going. So
me again. She went under the bed in my office, so fortunately that bed is really easy to just kind of lift up if you want to get her out.
You don't need to, though.
You don't have to after she's been fed, but yeah, it's fine. She'll be fine. They will be fine. So in my office, the bed is really easy to lift. In our bedroom, it is not. So I think we discussed possibly doing like the broom or something to get her out of there. Shaking the treats also helps. Those should be next to the food. So thank you so much and have a good one.